What's up with y'all? Fully focusing, back at it again with another video. Today I wanted to talk about social media and your sphere of influence. So, social media, what I personally did was about, what are we in June? It's the end of June right now. Took a break, I would say. I went off social media about April. I've been 2 months off. Close to 3 months off, almost at the 3 month mark. And honestly, man, I'm happier than I've ever been. When I say fully focused, I really do mean fully focused. I practice what I preach, you know what I'm saying? So to the best of my ability, sometimes, we do slip off. It's hard. It can be hard. It's understandable, to follow this rule or guideline every time. We're humans, depending on who it is, subjective. Most humans do tend to follow the crowd, but there's some humans that tend to, go on their own path and go their own way. And when you do find that, you're going to make mistakes and all that, but that's all really natural. You don't grow unless you don't have mistakes. But going back to the point about social media, the mistake that I did relating to that is that I used to pay attention to social media a lot. I got social media, I would say, after high school. I didn't have it throughout high school, and man, I was actually a lot more happier in high school. I didn't know that. That I was 10 times more happier until after I got it. When you're in social media, that's when you understand the flex culture. I mentioned about this before in my previous video about managing your finances. Today, what we in, especially within the young generation, such as myself, I'm 22. This can go up to people, this generally goes up to all ages, but this is most predominant within my generation and younger. I think I'm Gen Z, even millennials as well. We're in a flex culture where we want to show off our stuff. We want to show off what we got and then compare ourselves to others. That's the general way, because we want to, i.e., attract other people, or just feel some sort of validation within ourselves because we are achieving something that we deem as fit, that we want other people to see. And that drives, it can drive your decision making as well. Every decision that you make, mental or physical, does lead to your future. So if you want to flex on something that you don't got, that's not going to help you, because i.e., you're going to get repoed, bruh. Or you may lose your house mortgage, or you just put yourself in a disadvantage 10 years later. Always try to think of what are the consequences that's going to happen if I do have that, So human beings tend to think in the moment type stuff, which is understandable, because once you're in an angry state, it's hard to really, go unangry or go in a content state, emotional state, without, dealing with the problem. Because usually when you have a problem, your stress levels go up, chemical, physiological reactions, it happens. It is what it is, but your emotion is something that you can control and you want to keep in check. So when you do see the stuff that people have on social media, don't be offended by it. Stay in your course and stay in your lane. When you're happy of what you got and you don't compare yourself to other people, that's something that I always preach. When you don't compare yourself to other people, people then compare yourself to you. They'll view you as the original model. And always view yourself as the original model. You will then see people that you would see in high school that were the superstars, or even the ones that look down upon. They look down upon people, the bullies. Throughout life, after high school, even college, or wherever transition period that you're in, when you do put in the work in yourself, within your money, your looks, your status, whatever it is, you'll see a lot more improvement than the people that try to improve themselves within a constant basis, comparing themselves to others, trying to flex what they got, trying to be better than another person, trying to be top dog, where you don't want to be top dog unless, fake proving themselves to be top dog. You know, when somebody's top dog, everybody acknowledges it. There's going to be people that want to be top dog, but they are not designed to be top dog. You want to be top dog in your own life. Never try to be top dog within the pack or whatever. That's naturally chosen. It's a natural thing. Within the lion pack, right, there's the strongest male, right? That's the alpha. That is designated by genetics and mentality. The genetic part is something that you can't control. The mentality is formed, and what happens, everybody in the pack acknowledges who is the alpha. Yes, male lions do tend to fight out, but it just so happens that one male will be mentally stronger or even physically stronger as well. Depending on what the situation is, it could be arbitrary, right? But they are deemed as alpha. And even the one that wants to be alpha as well acknowledges that as well. So that's why there's always one alpha. Never do that. Don't try to do that. Don't try to, prove yourself to other people. The only person that you got to prove yourself to is yourself. You prove yourself to yourself. I can make it. I know I can. Let me prove myself right. Don't prove yourself wrong. Find what you want to do. Find your purpose that you want to do. Find some goals that you want to do and hit that shit. You want to join the studio, make some music, try to make some beats, go do that. Cop whatever software, play with it. It doesn't have to be something expensive. It could be something free. Play with it. With me, I cut my own hair. I don't have the haircut right now, but you see it in the previous videos, my clean cut. This is grown in a little bit. I cut it about 5 days ago, but I used to be terrible at cutting my hair, People will make fun of me. They laugh at me. I'll get criticized. Yo, oh, he's broke. What? I save money on something that I do myself. So when you see a barber cut his own hair, are you going to say he's broke? No. So somebody that's not a barber that cuts his own hair, are you going to really say that's some broke boy stuff? Really? That's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard, bro. Come on, man. You got to think logical into this. And I took that criticism myself, that destructive criticism, mentioning that from a previous video as well. And I just simply ignored it because you got to acknowledge it's going to be from somebody that is going to be beneath you, never somebody that's above you. And I'm not saying that to compare yourself, but I'm saying as in somebody, you got to see where they're at and see what's worked for them and what doesn't work for them, see where they're at in their own life. And if you want to take the advice, go ahead. If Bill Gates, if Denzel Washington is giving me some career advice, I'm going to take it because I know, one, he's going to be coming from a place where he's obviously a humble person, right? And I see that he has a successful path. Man, I'm taking that successful path as well. I want to do that as well, bro. So don't care about the social media. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself and your sphere of influence within social media. Don't worry about it. The people that want to follow you, they will follow you. The people that don't, you'll know. I.e., they ain't gonna respect you. You don't get good vibe check, or they just stay away from you. But if you want to focus on yourself, you got to be fully focused. If you have social media, take it with a grain of salt what people are doing. It's just a flex. Some people do out there, they want to make a change, and they use that. It's okay. Acknowledge that. I see it every day. Within, Steph, Rich, they're trying to change. They use social media for a good reason, a professional reason. It's not always, flex. It's not always flex. You'll see flex. Once you understand that, you move different. I still don't have social media. The only social media I got is LinkedIn. That's you can argue YouTube, but when we talk about legitimate, LinkedIn, networking, that's something I use and I like, and it only helps me build within a stronger platform. Why utilize my time on something, on seeing some girl that I knew I went to middle school with, go horseback riding. I don't care about that, nor do I have the time. If it's something where I want to find workouts, sure. See IG models, fitness models, they use their platform to try to spread what their craft is, their brand is. If I want to get financial advice and see, there's people that tend to use social media within that. There's the networking part. Use it for an advantage reason, but don't use it for something that's going to waste your time. And then seeing other people doing stuff and then you being envious, that's not going to help you at all, bro. That's not really going to help you at all. So that's the video I wanted to give y'all today. Bless up, stay up, get that guap, and try to level up, all right? Peace.